Welcome to my Get Ready With Me. Today I'm just going to be doing this fun blue eyeshadow look and we're just going to hang out. So as always, I'm going to use my NYX Plump It Right Back primer and my L'Oreal Glotion. I literally use it every single time I do my makeup, so. Next, I'll go in with my e.l.f. Wow Brow Mascara and then the two shades for my James Charles palette. I think I want to commit to doing my brows more natural. It's just so hard transitioning over when you get used to having that like full sharper brow look. Okay, so for my base, I kind of want to be hydrated, but I still want full coverage. So what I think I'm going to do is go in with my Glossier Stretch Concealer first and just do a light layer of that for some hydration. And then go over in the spots where I need a little bit more coverage with my Too Faced Multi-Use Born This Way Concealer. I love doing this combination just because I feel like it gives me the best of both worlds. And then I don't have to have like a full coverage concealer all over my face, but I still get the coverage I want and hydration. Next, I'll go in with my Sephora microsmooth powder. Next, I'll set my face with the Laura Mercier loose powder. I really wanted to use Glossier's Wowder today, but every time I try to use it, I realize how dark the powder actually is. And I think I bought it a couple years ago, so I have it in like the light to medium shade. And I don't think that they included a lighter shade in their shade expansion. I should actually check that. But I get so disappointed because I love the way that it wears on my face, but it's just so fucking dark. Next, I'm going to use my Fenty bronzer in the shade Inda Sun. I finally fucking bought it. I've been talking about buying this bronzer for like a month now, and I finally got it, and it is so good. I feel like compared to the Physicians Formula bronzer that I normally use, this one is just way smoother. I can just pat it on over my foundation so I don't disturb the rest of my base makeup. and it just applies so nicely. It's such a nice color. It's never patchy. It is wonderful. It goes on over every base combo that I've tried it with flawlessly. I've actually also been using that shade in my crease a ton, and it looks like beautiful.
What am I doing right here?
She's so adorable. I love their packaging. It's so fucking cute. Okay, and then for my blush, I think I want to do something on the more like a natural side and not like do a pop of color or anything like that, just because I think that I'm going to do something fun on my eyes, but I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking about using like a pop of blue perhaps, but we'll see. So I'm going to use this e.l.f. blush, and I believe it's like their primer infused blushes. They are a lovely formula. Lately, I've also been patting in all of my products and not doing any like sweeping motions. And I think I'm just going to continue doing that because it doesn't lift up anything at all. It just, everything applies so much nicer when I am just patting all of my products in rather than like swooping them or anything like that. This is like a more peachy shade, and I just love how it melts into my skin so nicely. And I feel like it's such a light color that when I don't want my base makeup to stand out at all, it's just perfect for blending everything in but still giving me a little bit of color. And then as always, I'll go back in with my microsmooth powder to clean that up because I always make a total fucking mess. And then for my highlighter, I'm actually just gonna go in with a filter finish setting powder from Laura Geller. It's in the shade Universal. It just adds a little bit of a highlight, but it's not like blinding or anything, which I want my base to be a little bit more chill today, so it's gonna be perfect for that. If I end up wanting to have more of a blinding highlighter, I'll just go back in with something later. But I really like to use this when I don't want anything like necessarily glittery on my face, like if I want to have more of an eye focused day.
Using the word blinding to describe a highlighter literally gives me PTSD from 2016.
Okay, I have decided to do something fun on my eyes and not be a loser. Okay, so what I think I want to do is go in with a really cool toned eyeshadow that's fairly light for the base of my eyeshadow. And I think I'm going to use the two shades Poetic and what's the other shade? Poetic and Soft Light from my It Cosmetics palettes. One of them is the Naturally Pretty and the other one is the Naturally Pretty Romantics. And I think I'm just going to mix them together and see which shade I prefer. So Soft Light is a little bit more on the brown side, and then Poetic is like a true gray. So I actually think I'm going to try Soft Light first. And then I'm going to go in with just a super light hand all over my lid. Okay, and then I actually decided I don't want to use any Poetic. I'm just going to use Soft Light. I might use Poetic to kind of darken out this corner over here, but I'll see when I get there. And then I will pack that same shade on my lid. And then I will take that on my lower lash line. Next, I'm going to go into my Jeffree Star palette, and I'm going to start with this shade Soaked, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up using Delicious as my wing color just because it's a little bit more of a dark, like navy blue, and I think it'll look better with my eyes, but I actually did want to try Soaked first just because it's a really pretty bright blue. And I will be doing this wing part off camera because it's hard as fuck to do in the first place. All right, and then next I'm going to go in with ColourPop's Ice Cream just on my inner corner. Next, I'm going to set my face with my Morphe Continuous Mist. So for the blue eyeshadow, I ended up using Soaked on the inner portion and then Delicious on the outer portion to darken it up and help create like an actual line. And then I'll push that in with my Beauty Blender. And then I'll curl my lashes and go into my NYX On The Rise mascara. I literally can't use any other mascara. I feel like nothing compares to the NYX one. And then for my lips, I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Lip Flush. I'm at the very end of this, so I just took a chunk of it, like with my ring finger, and then I'm just gonna push it in. I'm fucking so excited for the Lana Del Rey album that's about to come out in a couple weeks. Her 2 singles, I felt like, I don't know, they were good, but they're not, like, compared to other albums, I don't know if I'm gonna like this album as much as, like, her last 3. But we'll see. I mean, not that I'm in, like, any place in my life to judge Lana fucking Del Rey. Have you seen me? I actually think I'm going to use the ColourPop Super Shock shadow in the shade Ice Cream that I used on my lid and just go on and kind of add a little bit of glitter to my lips. Not totally sure if that's safe, but if a ColourPop Super Shock shadow is the thing that takes me out, I think I'm okay with that.
She passed away? Oh. All right.
All right, we have come to the end of my video. Thanks for watching.